What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. I'm going to go through a bunch of tips and tricks that I learned about the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Some of the stuff is older stuff. Some stuff that is you might not even know about, and it's pretty cool stuff. So let's get into these 10 different things that you might not know about the Galaxy Z Fold 7. The first one is you can turn your screen off with your palm. That's right. You can be on any screen and turn your screen off. Just put your palm across it. Well, now, how do you do that? Well, you have to go into settings. So swipe down, go into settings, and then you want to go down into the search bar and search for palm. And you'll see palm touch to turn off screen. It's under motions and gestures. And you can see right here, palm touch, turn off screen. Turn that on and you can see cover the screen with your palm to turn it off. This won't work while the keyboard is displayed. So if your keyboard's displayed, it won't work. So I'll just come in here. I'll show you. Can we bring up the keyboard? Here we go. We got the keyboard up. Doesn't work. But if you get rid of the keyboard, it does work. This next one's pretty cool. So if you open up two windows at the same time, I'll open up my text messaging app and then bring in a second window. I will just bring in my gallery app because I know I have stuff in there that I can click and drag over. Now you can literally just drag things over, and this works in other apps as well. So you can play around with which apps will allow you to do it. But like if I want to bring this app over, I'm just going to click and hold it. Watch this. Click and drag it right to the message box. And I can send it to that person. So you don't have to go searching for the image or the video or the file from somewhere else. And you can do this from the Files app or someplace else. Just make sure, again, if you press and hold it and it's not moving over, the best thing to do would be to, once you have it selected, just press and hold. It won't work from here, but it will work. Again, I'll show you right there. It's going to work when you pull it into the message box. So depending upon where you want and what you want to send, that is how it would work. But you can click and drag files and stuff between different windows, different apps. This is just an example of two, but there's many more that will do this as well. This is one of my favorite old school ones, and you might not know it or you might already know it, but if you open up your camera and then you hit this button right up here, you can see cover screen preview is on. So if you turn your phone around, now you can use your back camera to take videos and photos, but you have to drag this little thing right here is unlocked, drag it to the left or the right. And now I have full access to my photos, my videos. I can change different cameras. I can change different zooms, and you can press this button and you can take the best photos that you can because this is the best camera on here. Look at that. You can even preview it as well. So very cool to be able to do that. And then when you're done, just flip it back over. And what you can just do is just press your power button and it will go back. There you go. Whoops. There you go. So you have that option to open that back up. So very cool. I love that you can use these rare cameras and still see yourself on that cover screen. Very cool and old school kind of one. Here's another one. It's called Flex Mode. So if you turn the phone just basically like this and put it down, you can see now I have options to control this phone so that I can have, buttons at the bottom. So I can still watch my video and I can still have controls to play, pause, skip ahead, all that stuff. But so it basically breaks it into two different windows. Now it is smaller, obviously, but still kind of cool that you can do that. And you can do that on many apps. You can also do it on the camera as well. So if you go like this, you can see the last image that you took here. Let me show you. So if I take a photo and then I take another photo, it shows it in multiple here, and you can save it, share it while still taking photos. So multiple ways to use this. Here's a newer one. So if you edit a photo, go into your gallery app. So I'm in my gallery app and I'm going to go into Galaxy AI. And if there's a couple things I want to remove, I'm just going to tap on these things real quick and delete all these things. I'm going to delete that. Maybe I want to delete the floor or the cable. Let me see, delete that. Maybe I want to delete this. You don't have to delete as much as I'm doing. You can it's basically going to show you a side-by-side comparison. I'm going to generate that. And we're going to see what it does with it in just a moment here. But it is helpful because what it does is you can see show original and you get a side-by-side preview now on this big, beautiful display. So I can see what it originally looked like, and then I can see on here, because before you had to press and hold, you used to have to press and hold show original in order to do it. Now it splits it into two and allows you to see both at the same time to see what it came up with. You can hit save copy and be done with it. But it's very cool that it does split this in half and allows you to use that big screen. If you go into settings and then display, you're going to see continue apps on cover screen. Not a completely new one, but something that you might want. And you can swipe up to continue an app, or you can have it set to always. And what this means is I'll just set it to always. So if I'm using, let's say I'm using the Play Store, if I close this, it's going to automatically open and I can use it on this. Now, I'll be honest, I don't personally like this feature because if I'm using it on the big screen, when I close it, I generally don't want to use it on the small screen. I just like to have my screen just turn off. But you have it both ways. So you can use it there or when you open up the window as well. It works both ways, like I mentioned. So you can be playing a video and then close it, and it still continues to play the video. So it allows you to do that on multiple sides of that. So if you come in here, you go to settings, and then display and then continue apps on cover screen. You can also have it so it swipe up the app to continue, or I have it set to never, but regardless, you can turn that on. It might be a cool feature that you want. While we're in settings, if you go into where it says device care and then battery, and you can see if you go into battery protection, this isn't a completely new one, but you have options to mess with your protection of your battery. So I have it set to basic, and then I forgot to turn this off, but adaptive protection is on. So it stops charging at 80% while you're asleep and finishes at 100 just before you wake up. You might want to keep it at that. That way it's not constantly pulling on the battery, or you might just set it to maximum. And here you can set it to 80, 85, 90, or 95% that's all it would charge up to. So I know with like my Tesla, you want to charge it between 80%, usually up to 80%. If you have one of the newer rear wheel models, you can change it all the way up to 100%. There's no degradation of the battery, but you have these options on here. And I've been pretty good with basic and adaptive turned on, but if you just want to set it to basic and turn that on and it'll just go right to 100 without really slowing down, do that. But I have it set like this and I didn't even realize it, and I haven't had any issues since I've had the phone. So yeah, some battery protection features built into your phone. What about this massive clock that I have? Some people ask like, hey, how'd you get that massive clock turned on there? I want that. So if you press and hold on your lock screen and unlock your phone, this is where you can do it. So you have your clock, and I have it basically as big as I can get it. If you just tap it, you can make it really small or you can make it really big. I have it really big. When you're done, you just hit done. It's that easy. You can even swipe down here and change the font to it however you would like it to look. There's different styles as well that you can use for clocks. So come in here, have fun. And it's that easy how you want it to be set. I love it because it's nice and big. You have it on this big screen. It just looks really cool to me. Yeah, there you guys go. That's how to make a clock bigger. I've shown this one before, but I think it should definitely be shown again. I'm going to open up two apps here, and then I'm going to we'll just go with, let's go with settings. So you have a 90-10 split on your multitasking. So you can bring it just like that and use this app just as you would. And tap this one, it comes back. You can use this app, tap it, go back and forth. So you still have a huge preview of the display, but at the same time, if you tap to the left or the right, you can still go back to that other app and use it. So again, it's called 90-10 multitasking, and it's pretty cool. I use it occasionally. You can pull it to the other side too if you want. If you pull it all the way over, it'll just be one window, but otherwise it'll be two windows and allow you to do that. So pretty cool to have 90-10 split. And I'll just show you. So I pull it all the way over, it's gone. It's just one window at that point. So go into settings, go into advanced features, go into multi-window. Now I have a couple turned on here. Swipe for split screen. I've showed this before in another video, but I think it lends credence to show it again. Turn it on. It'll allow you to use two fingers to, you just swipe in, and then you can pull another window in that you want to be able to do stuff on. That's great. Then you also, I don't like swipe up for pop-up view. I don't like pop-up view windows, but if you do this, if you turn it on, basically, if you swipe from the top corner toward the middle of the screen to change it to pop-up view. So if you turn that on, basically, I'll show you, it's just going to go like, let me get out of this. I'll just open up another window. If you swipe like this, it's going to give you a little pop-up window, which you might love. I'm not a huge fan of it, like I said, but you might love it, and you can even make it smaller or bigger. It just depends. You just tap there and you can make it bigger as well. Again, all up to you. You also have full screen and split screen view. With full screen and split screen view, it basically will get rid of, you can see hide the status and navigation bar. So when I go into multi-window, I'll show you right here, swipe over, and I'll just bring up Twitter. When I bring that up, it hides, you can see it hides my time, my clock, and makes it completely as big as it can get. You might want to do that. Might be something that you like. And while you're in here, multi-window for all apps, tap that, turn that on. It will allow apps that generally won't let you go multi-window, such as Instagram, I know is for one. Turn that on and then it will let it go multi-window. So there you guys go. That was 10 things you might not have known. I would probably guarantee there's some in there you didn't know at all. There's probably some you knew a lot of. But yeah, regardless, thanks for watching. If you haven't picked it up, buy your Galaxy Z Fold 7 now. It is an absolute amazing phone. Great cameras, great big displays. They're bright. It's super fast and smooth. It's got great software and it's super thin. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.